What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be going over the May 2026 core update. So we don't really know the outcome of the May 2026 core update yet. It was announced about a week ago. So this is an article in Search Engine Land and Barry Schwartz, of course, who is basically the leader when it comes to anything SEO news. Google May 2026 core update rolling out now. This is on May 21st. So this is when Google actually announced it. We have a write-up on Search Engine Land. And then you also have within his SE Roundtable, they have an entire category for Google search algorithm updates. So I'm always a huge fan of looking through this and just seeing different parts of the update. The other thing that can be really useful is when you go to Barry's comment section at times, sometimes you do actually get some helpful comments in there. So a lot of them are just people complaining, but sometimes you do get people actually showing, here's some of the results I'm seeing. You can usually find results if you do go on, different forums as far as like SEO forums, if you go on Twitter and follow people. But generally what people are trying to do early on is find anything that is a little bit different. So I put together this kind of document about the core update. Overview, what's confirmed, community reaction, tracking tools, 5 things not to do, monitoring framework, when to take action, FAQ. So we're not going to go through all of it, but basically announced at 8:43 a.m. So it's been about a week old. Usually it takes about a couple updates for core updates to complete. If you're ever not sure about core updates, Google will always announce them directly on their search status, and they'll actually have, they call it incidents, but the May 2026 core update, the impacted products is rankings. So you might be wondering, what does this even mean? So that's where we'll start. What does this mean? What do I do? What it means is essentially, this is what Google's saying. This is a regular update designed to better surface relevant, satisfying content for searchers from all types of sites. The rollout may take up to 2 weeks to complete. So what I think that Google is really trying to do is trying to get higher quality content that people are actually engaging with more to the front of Google as much as they possibly can. The more and more that I think about the long-term update of SEO and search is that we are going to have this series of, okay, if somebody is searching for example, keyword research for SEO, if you're searching for that, you're going to have a series of ads here. You're going to have this AI mode where you have different websites where you can easily go in and look at some of those websites. So now I'm kind of thinking about, how do you actually get people to click through to go to your websites? Also, why is how to research keywords for SEO? I guess University of Georgia, but a 2023 article. So actually having the most up-to-date content and all of those types of things is not necessarily the thing that is most important right now. And then what you're seeing is what's actually ranking here. So a lot of it is being based more than anything on who the actual content creators are. So if you are SEMrush, if you are Ahrefs, if you are the leader in keyword research and keyword research tools, then you have a much better chance of ranking high. And then we also know that community forums, Reddit, Quora, some of these things are definitely ranking a lot higher as well. So you might see things from Facebook groups. I know with LinkedIn, I've seen LinkedIn results very high up. We're actually getting more from universities, which is pretty surprising. We have some discussions in forums from different communities, and then we have another keyword tool, and then we get into the actual video section where Ahrefs is there as well. So what you can see is basically if you're trying to rank for basically any keyword, you need to make sure that you're creating high quality content from an actual business that Google is going to say, yes, this business creates keyword research content. So I haven't created a new keyword research for SEO video like tutorial in the past several years. So it's one of those where I went to the view all, went into the video section, and I have nothing ranking here, which is not overly surprising. But what you generally find in here is you have, so Mariah Magazine, and then you have up here, you have Ahrefs. So you might even find a lot of the same sources that you're getting information from if they do multiple types of videos and they have a blog post about it and they have a short video about it, all of these different ways that Google's looking for content. So the other thing that I did here is just looked up free keyword research tools because I recently made a video about this. So I am ranking here for that, but not on the actual organic results. So let's go through a little bit more about the overall update. What's confirmed? What's speculation? So confirmed, rollout began. Rollout window is about 2 weeks, so estimated is going to be June 4th to the 10th. If you're looking at how do I know what actually happened, the best thing to do is wait. The best thing is to say, okay, this started on May 21st. Let's look at the 30 days prior to May 21st. And then let's just say it finishes rolling out on June 10th. Then you look at the 30 days after June 10th. And you have this 2-week period of basically like, this is when it was rolling out. You could see if there was any changes that have happened within this short period, but you're not going to see much early on. Global update, all regions, all languages. Second, confirm broad core update. And the goal is to surface relevant, satisfying content from all types of sites. So part of that, the all types of sites, makes me think that maybe Google is trying to get more websites within the actual search results themselves. And basically, rather than having, we have hrefs with 3 or 4 different listings on the main page of Google, is maybe having from other sources, other sites, other places where good content is created. When I look at relevant content, I think about, are they looking at, okay, we're trying to get the absolute best topic to cover this specific search, where if somebody's searching for, I don't know, IT services for law firms for, blank, blank, blank. It's like, do you have content that is targeting that long tail keyword? And then the other thing is going to be satisfying content. So part of that to me is, from a YouTube perspective, I always look at, how do you look at satisfaction? Well, you're looking at what is the average watch time for this channel and for these videos compared to other videos. If I create a video about, and a blog post about keyword research for SEO, then basically how is Google going to say, yes, this is satisfying content for people? So that's kind of always the hard part, is what is Google actually prioritizing? But yeah, you're going to see most of the winner losers is informed speculation. It's always kind of the same way. This says explained sharp drop yesterday, 50%. I came to see if there was an update. First, my visibility surged, now dropped to the floor. Truthfully, if you're looking at your daily clicks, performance, search engine, this is not a big enough profile, truthfully. Like, there's, a lot of companies do this in a day. So you're able to see like, okay, yesterday we had 500 clicks, the day before we had 300, the day after we had 700. You might not notice a huge difference, but what you can do is, after a couple weeks, is basically go into the 7-day and basically go in here and just say, okay, let's compare the last 7 days to the previous period. And let's just see, are we seeing any increases, decreases? I have seen literally no changes whatsoever. I'm not really having an issue getting pages indexed. I've seen that's been an issue for some people, but my indexing started to dip and then has gone back up now to where we're getting more pages indexed. But you can do these comparisons and just kind of say, is there anything that looks kind of off, or clicks difference, or impression differences, or things like that? But I haven't noticed a huge. I kind of always have these ups and downs, like Google Ads Management, last 7 days versus the previous 7 days, it's gone down. Yes, I would like to have more, for that specific keyword, but it's also one of those where it's not the end of the world to me. Then we have Google AdWords keyword match types, and that one's grown. So to me, I think when I'm looking at it, my main focus doesn't really change too much for what my main SEO strategy is right now, and that's create content focused on these topics where, I'm creating a video today about the Google core update. There are people searching about that. So I'm hoping that my video gets put into YouTube recommendations, gets put onto Google, and gets some views. But ultimately, when I'm creating content, I'm doing it for the purpose of not only getting rankings, but also making sure that I am covering these topics in detail. I am a Google Ads manager, so if I want to rank for Google Ads keywords, what I need to do is make sure I'm creating a lot of content around that. So the other thing that we can do is go to a tool like SpyFu and say, okay, is there anything that's changed? You're not going to see this again, but maybe if you see a big dip in organic keywords, a big dip in, your overall organic search traffic, the main things I usually look at are, what are my total impressions look like? So last 7 days, it's slightly down, but not really much to say anything. My average position is also slightly down last 7 days. So it could be one of those things where it's like, this is hurting me, but it's definitely not something I've seen enough of. In a lot of the websites I've looked at, I have seen really no changes, but there are always volatility tracked between all of these different search engine results pages, volatility trackers, and these are all basically showing elevated volatility. 5 things not to do, and this is where we'll finish our video off, is don't make major changes based on the first week of data. Wait for it to roll out. Wait for the full rollout to complete before you say, okay, this is what we need to do. If you see positive movement, then that means your strategy is in the right place. If you're seeing negative movement, look at the pages that you've actually seen negative movement from. So are there specific pages that you've seen drop-offs from, and can you learn anything from those? Don't delete or no index content. So that's one of those things, like, you can delete content if it's just one of those, like, I delete content if I have pages that are not indexed or are not getting any traffic whatsoever. Do not reactively rewrite AI assisted content. So don't trust every AI overviews are killing SEO, and don't fire your SEO agency. So these are kind of a rollout, some different options as far as the rollout. and what you want to be doing. But ultimately what you want to, the main goal right now is just wait and see. And ultimately, the number one priority for you should be saying, if I'm creating content around a specific keyword or a topic, I need to make sure that my content is useful, helpful, people are going to read it, people are going to interact with it, and ultimately, people are going to look to my brand as someone they can actually trust. So for Surfside PPC, my goal is, how do I create marketing content that people actually trust? So we'll do another video about the May 2026 core update. This is just really announcing it. It's been out for about a week. Should be done by June. So when it finishes, we will definitely do a video about that as well. So if you have any questions about this, please leave them in the comments section. Thanks for watching my video today, and make sure you subscribe to the Surfside PPC YouTube channel.